Beaumont, Orange, and Port Arthur are joining forces to host the Fair Housing Conference, and joining us with the details is Johnny Beatty. Thank you so much for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about why all the cities decided, let's come together. We need to tell the community about this event.
Well, basically, it's a fair housing conference, and each year the entitlement cities, which are Orange, Beaumont, and Port Arthur, sponsor a fair housing conference. We have non-entitlement cities as well, and those cities are in Southeast Texas. And basically, we're trying to disseminate information concerning your fair housing rights. And along with that, we'll be talking about housing foreclosures. We'll be talking about the health care plan. We'll be talking about taxes, and we'll have a litany of things that we'll talk about so that individuals will come to the Fair Housing Conference but get a lot more information.
Okay, we talk about refinancing, things like that as
Absolutely,
well?
Absolutely.
So is it kind of a situation where if you're interested in buying a house, if you're interested in learning about it, if you're interested in maybe moving type thing, you probably need to be at this event?
All of those things. And of course, it's about knowing your fair housing rights. We have rights for landlords, we have rights for tenants, and we want individuals to be abreast of their fair housing rights. You know, as a result of the assassination of Dr. King in April of 1968, Congress passed, and the President Lyndon Johnson signed the Civil Rights Fair Housing Act. And because of that, each April we sponsor fair housing conferences across the country.
Can you give me an example of maybe when this would come into play, when you really need to kind of know what your rights are as a homeowner?
Well, basically, when we're talking about discrimination, individuals have been discriminated in terms of purchasing homes and discriminated in terms of trying to rent a house, or rent an apartment. So if you feel that you've been discriminated against, there are avenues that you can approach in order to get justice.
Absolutely. Okay, now the event is going to be Wednesday?
Yes,
Is that correct?
Yes.
And it's what are the times and dates? Give us all that information.
We'll be there at 9 a.m. at the Civic Center until about 3:30 p.m. So we'll be there for a long time. We have a lot of booths, vending booths. A lot of individuals will be there to talk about real estate. We'll have vendors that are realtors, and we'll have bankers there as well. So we'll have a lot of individuals there to help guide individuals through their fair housing rights, but also other rights as well.
Absolutely, and it's not a situation where you actually have to be from Beaumont or Orange or Port Arthur, but the surrounding communities can come out as well.
Southeast Texas. We're trying to disseminate this information in Southeast Texas.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Good information to know. And it sounds like it's all about empowerment,
Absolutely.
which is important.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. A complete look at your forecast is straight ahead with Dana.